Hey everyone. You know what? Here it is. I couldn't find my other stand. Just give me a second because I am trying to go live. James, I'm going live. I'm going live on my Instagram account as well. So just give me a second. Whew. Graphics. Hey everybody, how are you doing this evening? Oh, I need to hold on. Hey guys, sorry about that. Okay, so how's everybody doing this fine evening? I still don't have my full setup set up, still settling in into the new place, but we all know the glories of moving. I'm live. My daughter's here looking at me funny. So, you know how we do. Say hello as you enter the room. I'm not going to be here long. I just wanted to announce, in case you didn't catch any of my posts, I have two new episodes up on my podcast. Um, the first episode is my mental health episode. I think it's important that we talk about mental health. I was listening to a live. It wasn't a business live, but it was a relationship live. But it touched on so many of the things we talked about in the business live that I really just felt compelled to just really push it forward. We put a lot of pressure on our families and our friends when we really need to seek the help and the guidance of professionals. And that was something I talked about with my specialist, Zarika Zilinzi. If you're on Instagram, you can't see the graphic that I just posted, but some things you need to talk to a specialist about. You know, you have friends chatter, you have girlfriend, boyfriend, lover chatter, and then you have conversations that need to be held with a specialist. That's what the point of the podcast was. We put a lot of pressure on our friends. We put a lot of pressure on our we just put a lot of pressure on our friend groups that should, and these conversations should be held with mental health professionals. So I really hope that you check out that conversation that I had with Zarika. It was powerful. It was amazing. The link is in the description. That'll take you directly to the podcast. And she's going to come back and we're going to complete the conversation. I think far too often, and this, especially as business owners, we tend to do things alone. And those of us who have families, we're shouldering the pressure of business and family. And you don't have to do it alone. Um, there's no harm in saying, I need help. And those of us who are holistic in this approach, there are times we have to reach out and say, me, find me, I need help. I also dropped a bonus episode where I reached into my archives and I pulled out an interview I did with Shalonda Clark. She is an amazing power partner of mine. She is a leadership lifestyle coach, and it was just an amazing conversation we had. She is also going to be a facilitator at the contractors conference. So I just wanted to bring that out. I dropped part one of that interview. Part two will be dropped next Friday. So I just wanted to announce those two episodes dropped today. Um, there's just a plethora of things going on. I'm going to release the registration for the contractors intensive the end of this week. And that is shaping up. I have 4 facilitators lined up already. We're going to talk about business credit because if you're a government contractor, you're intending to scale your business, credit is going to come into play. And for those of you who do not want to leverage credit, under this misapplied teaching and in our community, women, minority community, credit is taboo. We're going to talk about that at the intensive. We're going to talk about established business credit, and I'm going to have a series of master classes coming up to the intensive because you cannot scale your business by bleeding your business dry. It slows your business growth if you drain your coffers dry. You can only do so much. So you're always turning down work. You're never hiring. And that's because sometimes you have to wisely implore credit to grow your business. We're going to talk about that at the intensive. That's part of the day one. I'm bringing on somebody who's going to talk about budgeting and balancing from a personal perspective and a business perspective. Because one of the things I have learned is you have poor personal money management skills, it trickles over into your business. So I can have somebody come in and set up your books all you want. If you have poor personal money management skills, it trickles into your business and you're mismanaging your business money. You're mismanaging your business budget. If you have one, if you're not budgeting in your personal life, you're not budgeting in your business life. If you don't know how to read or have a personal financial statement, you're more than likely you're not reading a professional financial statement. We're going to talk about that at the the contractors intensive. That's all a part of day one. Day one is the business of being in business. We're going to have a legal representative come in and make sure that you're legally sound and that some of your systems are in place to be strong. Day two and day 3, we're talking about contracting ecosystems and some of the things that you need to have in place as a government contractor, because quite frankly, a lot of people aren't having contracting growth the way that they want to have it because they don't have the proper things in place. And we're going to talk about that. You're going to leave the contractors intensive with things to act upon if you're not acting upon them at the intensive. I want you to walk out the intensive with a contractor's blueprint. I want you to leave these workshops putting things in action. Now, I can only give you the blueprint. It's up to you to take action. So the registration will go live later this week. What I'm envisioning is limited space. So when the tickets go live, I will have the link go live to my mailing group and my private Facebook group first, then to the general public. So I'm excited about everything that is to come. Please take a moment, listen to those episodes. If you want to join my mailing list, the link is in the description. If you want to book a discovery session with me, you want to see what it's like to work with me, my discovery sessions are not free. But if you want to see what it is to integrate government contracting into your business, book a session with me. We can sit down, talk about what it's like, what it looks like, what kind of service that you can offer or just look at it. Um, I have a 5 keys to government contracting masterclass coming up that I believe would be instrumental and just groundbreaking for a lot of people in government contracting, especially those newly entering into government contracting. Because everybody is on this getting certified kick, but you don't have your foundation strong. And if you're certified and your foundation isn't strong, as we discussed in several of my podcast episodes, the certification is not going to get you anywhere if your foundation isn't strong. It just is what it is. So, with that, I'm going to wrap up because I have some things I'm still working on before I lay my head down tonight. I just remembered that I promised that I was going to go live and I hadn't gone live. So, with that said, have an amazing evening and I will see you probably tomorrow. And yeah, have a good